Hi, this is Philip Mason with Incredible Fathers, and I am glad to take a few moments to be with you and just express a few things that are on my mind and that I hope will be helpful to you. I've been thinking a lot about marriage today and the importance of a good, solid marriage. And a good marriage is something it's something that's built, it's something that's created, and it's something that once built and created has to be maintained. It doesn't just go on forever without any effort or without maintenance. And that's true of any relationship, and is especially true of marriage. So a lot of times marriages grow stale, they grow weak, they grow cold, and it's because there is no inputs of love. There's no emotional inputs into that relationship, where the relationship, that bond, grows stronger and stronger over time. But with most marriages, with a lot of marriages we're seeing in our society today, that bond becomes weaker and weaker with time, and the commitment to each other, as those emotional feelings and as that love diminishes, becomes weaker and weaker. So love, from my own experience, I can tell you that love is a very real thing, and it's something that's developed when you have there's a mutual bond between husband and wife, and you love each other, and you're constantly looking out for the other person's welfare, and you're willing to do things that are inconvenient to benefit your spouse. And that's what love is. That's how you define it. That's how you look at it. There's also affection, and affection is a very powerful way of preserving love as well too. But as time goes on, if you don't maintain that marriage, it will fall apart. It will deteriorate, and it has to be. You have to continue developing that relationship over time and maintaining it. I had a high school teacher once that told his class, and I was in that class, and he said, my wife and I both agree if it wasn't for our children, we really wouldn't have a lot going for us, and we probably would just separate. And I thought, man, that's so sad, because I view marriage as an eternal thing. I view marriage as something that's very important that will last into the eternities, and I want my family to be with me in the next life with God. And so I view that relationship that I have with my wife as one of the highest commitments I can make with God and with my wife, that I'll have this family unit, and I'll honor it, I'll protect it, I'll build it, and I'll maintain it, and I'll be a good steward over it. And so when we have that attitude, and we work every day to do something to maintain that relationship and build it, and to increase the trust level between the parties involved, between the marriage partners, that makes a huge difference. And that marriage will grow in power and in strength and in love, and as both parties take their efforts to the ninth degree and try to do everything they can to ensure each other's happiness and success. But usually we see the other thing, the opposite happen. Those relationships continue to deteriorate until both parties look at each other and wonder, why on earth are we still married? We don't really have anything in common. We don't really like doing anything for each other. And too often people just allow their marriage to become stale, to become cheap, to become worthless. And you really have to value your spouse and value your partner, and maintain that relationship, and do those things every day that will build confidence and trust and love. So one thing that I have done that's really helped me in my marriage to build confidence and love is to just give my wife a kiss before I go to work. And sometimes she's still in bed and not awake, but I give her that kiss because I know she will remember it and recognize it, even if she might be asleep at sometimes. And I also try just to spend time with her, talking in the evening about how her day went, and just allowing her to talk and to share. And I find just simple things like that make a big difference in our marriage relationship. Thanks for letting me share these things with you right now, and I hope they will be of some worth to you. And this is Philip Mason with Incredible Fathers, signing off.